Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the best podcast in the world,
Welcome
Bias
back.
Football Takes. I'm your humble host, Oluwaseun Winsala. Well, it just feels like it was just yesterday we recorded the last episode, but here we are again. The week is really, really flying by. Before we know it, we'll be celebrating Christmas, and we'll be celebrating 3 years, 3 years birthday of Agus son.
Good
Ago,
and
greet
bad.
us, greet us.
Hi guys. It's your favorite guest host.
Say guest
Um,
host.
your resident Chelsea fan. The only unbiased person on the biased football takes. So always a pleasure to be back. Yeah.
Mhm. Well, this week I don't have any song of the week. I've been so busy. I don't
I
know,
feel
man.
that the same here. Work
Been
is
so
in,
busy. Like
I know I
I
said
worked.
on one of my previous episodes I had said busy season was over, but it almost feels like it just started. I feel burnt out, but
Yeah,
it's what it is,
same
man.
here.
We have to keep the lights on, so we have to keep working.
I have to keep working. No, if not, we're gonna sleep under the bridge. Become
Have to keep
homeless.
the lights on. Yeah.
We're grateful that we have job because
Yes,
job
sir.
market out there is really tough.
It's
Really,
crazy.
really tough.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, so busy, man. Work till like 11 o'clock at some point. Just
Oh,
like and then wake up the next morning to continue. But
this is the
we thank God
problem.
for life.
That's the
Hmm?
problem with men of this generation. Back in the days, men used to complain about things like this. Now, small work, they are complaining.
But men in those days,
They
they don't work till 11 p.m. now.
You don't know that now.
They didn't
Their
work
work
till
was
11
even
p.m.
harder. They were under the sun. It was hard labor. You're
Ah,
under AC, just
I
pressing
mean,
the
under the
keyboard,
sun
and
now. I mean, when the sun goes down, maybe you pack your
tapping
load
your,
and go home.
you're tapping your keyboard, and you feel like you're working hard. You're not working hard, bro.
Okay,
Come on.
okay.
But yeah,
You're talking as if you're outside mixing concrete.
me, I'm not complaining.
Okay.
Well, I just complain. See, that's not true. Sorry.
Uh, anyway, so this week we have a few things to discuss.
Let's
We'll
do
be
it.
discussing. Let me even pull up the itinerary.
Agenda.
So we'll be discussing Ronaldinho's documentary, Vardy's documentary, then the controversial topic of EPL player of the season. Then Carrick seems like he's getting closer to signing a full-time deal with United. Then we're going to discuss Arsenal winning the league. And another interesting topic, City versus Chelsea FA Cup final game. And Ronaldo and Nasser and their battle to win the league. Agu, did you watch the Ronaldinho documentary?
Yeah, the one in three parts.
Yes.
Yeah,
You did not watch it. Why are you lying?
I watched it, bro.
Why are you lying now?
Men don't
Why are you
lie, bro.
lying?
Bro,
Huh?
men don't lie. I watched it.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Why don't you believe me?
Okay. Anyway, let's discuss it. What do you think about the documentary?
I think it's a very is eye opening. Is worth watching. Um, yeah, I think it's a great documentary all around. What about you? What do you think about the documentary?
this
How
this
did you
guy.
get?
He didn't watch the documentary. God.
Bro,
You're
what?
lying.
Like we
Why
did
are
to
you
me, bro.
lying? Huh?
Well, what did you think about the documentary, Joe?
You
Like,
didn't watch the
okay,
documentary. Why are you lying? Why are you
all
lying?
right, what I was not the one that had
Okay,
Neymar.
okay. Mention two people that were there.
The one that had Roberto Carlos and Pio.
Roberto Carlos and Puyol. Okay, okay. Anyway, if you have
Were
not
they
seen
not
the
there?
documentary,
Were those guys not there?
that's very easy to pick. If you have not seen the documentary, you can fast forward to the next chapter of this episode so that we not spoil it for you. But yeah, welcome back. So the documentary was very good. I had said earlier 2 weeks ago after I given Agu to go and watch it, give an assignment, but decided not to watch it. It was an eye-opening documentary. It felt more like we already knew Ronaldinho is a very daring person, very likable person. But the documentary kind of showed even further why he's being liked, and also showed that he had his moments of, even though he was always smiling on the pitch, he had his moment of I'll say, I won't say anger, but being irritated. He didn't really show that he was struggling at some point. He didn't really show that he was angry at anyone. But the documentary kind of gave an eye-opening viewing to what happened during his time at PSG. I mean, before he even went to PSG, I didn't even know his brother was a footballer, and even like a professional footballer. Then how he grew up, how they signed his brother because they wanted to sign Ronaldinho. You're like, yeah, his brother is good, but this guy is good, but his brother is the real deal.
Yeah.
So how he was able to like move away from that to go to the club in Brazil, then move from Brazil to PSG, and how his experiences in PSG went about. Almost similar situation, partying. They didn't like his partying, and he started struggling. The club was struggling. Kind of sold him to Barcelona. He was supposed to come to United. It was, in fact, it was a done deal. Like, yeah, this guy's coming to United. Then, because the president then was, I can't remember exactly the story. Was it his brother's friend? They had played together or something of that nature. Or they had like maybe the agent or something had like a relationship with Barcelona and Ronaldinho. It's just like, yeah, you're going to Barcelona, and that's a Barcelona signed him, and the rest is history. But it's just a funny thing of the same thing that happened in PSG happened in Barcelona, where he liked partying, and he will still come the next day and he will perform like incredibly. Brazilians just love that life, and I think that's the joy of, you know how we say this is gonna be very controversial, and you said, Mike, you alluded to that, how Osimhen is very aggressive.
Yeah.
That passion translates in how they play. The same way with Brazilians, they need to party, they need to dance, they need to be happy, and that translates to their football, the way they dribble, the way they see the game.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah, he always does translate, which is fair, but it's always nice to have it controlled, you know.
I mean, control is where the issue is, because when everything is going nice, everything is going good, nobody really cares about how you live your life. But when you start struggling, everybody will be like, it's because of your lifestyle. Mind you,
Yeah,
there's
that part is
nobody.
the part that's very touchy. Where it's like because you're not doing well at this point in time. It's because you didn't listen to this person, or you didn't do good by X amount of people. It's just yeah.
Yeah,
I'm guilty of that as well, to be honest. Because even like with like the Osimhen situation, like you pointed out, can't even like when he was struggling to get a placement at Chelsea or one of these English teams. I was like, no one wants him because of his attitude, blah 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 blah. But no, and I'm like, bro, he's doing well, and I'm like, bro, bring that brother to my team and what
it's
like
what
I
it
don't
is,
care,
man.
but
And so the thing
yeah,
is, so that's why people like Sir Alex Ferguson, they are one of the best managers. Ancelotti, they are great managers because they identify characters, they identify talent, and they know what makes that talent tick. For example, they knew Ronaldo was like Ronaldo loves praises. So when he was playing for United, like he wasn't, he was very good, but it was very raw and uncut, right? It was very raw and uncut,
yeah,
but they never criticized him for playing a certain way. Say, why didn't you pass the ball? Why didn't you shoot from here? Why did you shoot from here? However, flip the side, flip the coin. Rooney was always being challenged. Like Rooney needs to be angry. Rooney needs to be challenged. Like you need to tell him that you're not good enough, or you're not doing well, you're not doing this, and that fire in him propels him. For example, there was a game, an interview that Joko me, was it Joko or one of those your English, your Chelsea boys, it was like anytime they face United, Mourinho always tell them, do not get Rooney angry. Because you know how that's gonna end. Do not make that man angry.
He
Because
ends
when he's
one
angry, you are
way.
in trouble. And see when Rooney was playing, if you tackle Rooney, I always say when you leave in the guy will chase you down. I'd be like, Rooney, I beg, wait, cool down. Meaning that I think it cost 2 goals or something against West Ham. I remember that game. Omo,
Yeah.
he was so angry that he scored a trick in that same game. Like he took the game like, I don't mess up. So you have to understand character, you have to understand talent, you have to understand what makes them tick. There's a funny story about Martial. See, Martial plays well when he cheats.
Do you think that's true?
I mean, I won't say yes, I won't say no, but yeah, there was a time where I think his girlfriend's name was Samantha or something. He had to release a statement that he's begging for forgiveness for all the evil he has been able to do. That was the translation from French to English. So funny. But yeah, the I mean, Barcelona is a big club, so I guess the way they handle the situation is the way a big club will handle those such situations where no matter how big you are, people have been bigger than you and they've come through this club,
Yeah.
and you leave, another big player will come. But I just feel like they could have handled it better. They could have handled the situation better. But in the end, what comes up must always come down. It was at the downturn of his peak, so of his career, and he will tell you that he loved playing for AC Milan. But I preferred him at Barcelona. But he's going to say he loved playing in AC Milan because at that point he was older, more experienced, and he had experienced players around him. So he was able to like check himself and be balanced. Then he went after AC Milan. He went back to to Brazil. When he went back, he was able to play for like I think 2 seasons. Then the same issues came again, partying.
Yeah.
His last club, they were like the owner called him. Or they said, "Oh, he's available to be signed because he wanted to leave the club." I think it was is it Flamingo, one of those clubs. So the owner of that club called him and say, "All those your partying, all those your madness, it needs to stop. The moment you give me trouble, I'm going to terminate your contract." And that was the agreement they had. And that was the most mature version of Ronaldinho ever. He carried the club, he carried them to win title. Like he was very, very focused. He was at that point, he was older. His son was older too. So it was a good documentary. I really liked it. I really liked it. I'm a sucker for
Yeah.
documentaries. Then, from Ronaldinho is my best player ever, and being able to see him in that light and flesh, he even sat down for the documentary, he spoke about himself. It was really good. I would anybody that wants to just know more about how footballers think should watch
What's
that.
that? Yeah.
And speaking of documentaries, did you watch? I mean, this one is new. If you didn't watch Ronaldinho, you won't watch
I
this one,
was
Vardy.
I was like, there was a value one. I didn't even know
Yeah,
that. I
yeah, that
was
one is
very
very good.
study out.
That one was really good too, really, really good. And that's why the way you spoke about Osimhen, if you watch that documentary, you will see that is your character, your behavior. So far, you're not killing anybody. You're not being harmful. Osimhen is not doing more than what Costa has done, and Costa has played for your club. Osimhen will never ever do up to what Jamie Vardy did from his very young age up to he became a top pro and a Leicester City legend, even close to being an EPL cult hero, and I mean in some quarters you can call him a legend for EPL. That man used to drink a lot of alcohol, a lot of beer.
Really, Jamie
Yes,
Vardy.
yes.
Interesting.
Luckily, he's a skinny man, but that guy, he used to binge drink. But the thing is, he didn't go to any academy. He's one of those players that was playing street football. Then, because he had talent, he just joined one on the underground, lower level team, and they said they pay him like was it 600 a week or something, and he would drive. So on during the week, you work no during the week you work 9 to 5, then after work you go to training, come back home around 11 o'clock, rinse repeat. If he has a game during the week, you play the game. But on weekends, he's always shit faced, drink a lot of alcohol with his friends. He'll just be all over the place causing chaos. And yeah,
Weekend, yeah, that's crazy. Weekend is when they
yeah.
have their games.
No. So he was, he's a
Second
lower
league,
league.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Then
forgot that.
eventually,
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
yeah, eventually some agent came, liked him, and he just even kind of convinced him to go up. That's how he was able to go up from that lower league to the next level, and from there he shot all the way up to, I think, Conference League. Then from there, Leicester City signed him, and from there they got promotion to EPL. And next season they won EPL. So that's how, like, this is probably the first player that experienced that from a very, very low league at the age of 24. Like, was already past the age of, oh, he's a academy player, or this person is going to be a French player. So it was like a miracle situation for him. Then
Yeah.
when the agents came and talked to him that, you need to go up, but my vision for you is to be called to the England team. While the agent was talking to him, his mother heard that part of, oh, they're going to call him to the England squad for like competitions. His mother started laughing. Started laughing. Say, this what the kind of lifestyle he lives. But yeah, I like that documentary because it shows that some people are different. Like, no matter how bad it is for you, like, greatness will find you. Like, if you are destined to be great, it will find you. Like, it
Yeah.
will find you one way or the other. The same thing about that Nigerian boy that got drafted to
Um.
NFL without playing
Yeah.
any football at all.
Yeah. I saw that. That was a very touching one.
You know, he was playing basketball in Nigeria.
Yeah, I was like different sports. He's never played NFL before, but then they
Yeah.
told him he could, and he just
Yeah. That's crazy, man. And that's how you just change the story, your family story. The same way with Vardy to just change their history, just like that.
just takes one
And everybody
opportunity,
knows Vardy.
bro.
Everybody knows that name Vardy. Like, forever and ever. And
Yeah.
the guy broke the record. That game pay me.
There's someone I
He
wish I had on
broke
my
the
team at
record.
some point.
Your what?
I said he's someone I wish I had on my team at some point.
I mean, he's a typical Chelsea player now. So you
Sorry?
like Vardy, but I said typical Chelsea player. So you like Vardy, but you don't like Osimhen. Like, this life is just crazy.
No,
See
I said I
finish.
like Osimhen though.
You say his behavior, the way he
No, I
behaves.
said at first, I said before, like I'd be very judgmental about his temper and stuff, but then over time I've grown to like just let him be who he is and just like him for who he is. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, but compared to, like, the way Vardy would behave to Osimhen, it's child's play.
But even in the Prem, I don't think Vardy was. I don't remember Vardy being
Ah,
overly like reactional on the field,
what?
right? Like he
Ah,
was aggressive, but like not like I don't know. I feel like Osimhen
Vardy
has
was
a little bit
aggressive. Oh.
more. Sorry,
Vardy was aggressive. He was very aggressive.
he was
Vardy
aggressive,
that
but like
ah,
he was
Vardy that
aggressive, but it wasn't. He was. I don't know. I think
ah,
Osimhen's is a little bit more than his.
have you forgotten that tag phrase that he had? Chat shit, get banged. That was him now. What does that mean? That shit get banged. That was his. And now, so he posted that on Facebook I think 2011. Somebody found it and was like, this is what this guy says, and then next it became a sensation, a viral moment. But it was a very good documentary. I liked it. I really liked it. We need more of that, man. Let people tell their stories, so that kids can see and also entertain us too. Really entertain us. Spoke about how same thing Ferguson does too. Immediately he signs you. If you are single, he will tell you to go and get married, because he knows that once you get married, your life will be what's it called? Will be
You,
balanced.
yeah,
That's what happened
you
to
more
Vardy too.
focused.
Yeah, so that was happened to Valley because he was going on a very destructive path. But then the what's it called? The wife was I think it was his girlfriend then. They now got married. Kind of spoke to him like, "Oh, you're about to destroy yourself. Like, why are you doing this to yourself?" And that's
What are
everything
you
changed
doing,
for him.
bro? Get it together, yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing with your life? Yeah, yeah. But yeah, you need to go and watch that documentary. This guy.
Which one would you recommend over the other? If someone was listening and they were like, "Oh, I want to watch one of the two," which one would you recommend to them?
Ah, honestly, I don't know, man. That's a very tough one because I like both of them. I like both of them equally. I liked how they were able to like talk about how both of them progressed from a young age up to the point where they are now. I mean, that's difficult. That's difficult. I'll do Ronaldinho because it's longer and it's very very interesting. Like you won't feel that you're watching a documentary. Like it just goes by because it's 3 parts. Time just goes by. But Vardy just won. I think 1 hour 20 minutes documentary. So I'll
Mm,
definitely pick the Ronaldinho because I mean I'm biased. So
fair enough.
yeah. Okay. This guy I've been talking since EPL player of the season. What's your opinion?
I mean, it's what it is.
you sound dejected. Like
There's not much anybody can say about that. It's happened. I don't know, bro. This. What do you think about it? Do you think it was fair and just?
for you to ask that question, that means you don't think it was fair and just.
No, I'm just asking your opinion. I don't know what your opinion is.
For you to ask that question, she
No,
shows
no, no, no,
that.
no, no, no. I'm just trying
So,
to hear what your
uh,
stance.
so and one thing I like is context and nuances when it comes to things like this. If it's not Bruno, right? Let's say Bruno is not the best player in the league. Say, okay, you don't give Bruno. Who will you give? That's the question. There's no standard player this season that's been, let's say, that is not named Bruno. Let's move Bruno out of the equation. Say, okay, Bruno, don't vote for Bruno. Let's pick somebody else. If I'm going to pick anybody else, if it's not Bruno, it's Raya. That's what I'm going to pick. If I don't pick Raya, I'll pick Haaland. If they mistakenly win the league, the way Haaland carried City, I'll pick Haaland. If Arsenal wins the league, and I don't want to pick Bruno because Raya has not been better than Bruno, but if I want to pick somebody else that is not Bruno, I'll pick Raya. So it's nuanced. They are pushing the wrong candidates. Rice this season has not been better than Casemiro. He has not been better. If you ask
So,
quote unquote people that are advocating for Rice to win player of the season, if you ask them, okay, tell me why you think he is the best player this season, they'll tell you because he played 172 games.
so here's I'm not opposed.
Ah,
I'm not even. I wasn't even going to say Rice. I feel like you said for Arsenal, I think I would go with Raya over
yeah,
anyone else because
yes,
in as much as they had a they have like what you would call the best defense in the league at the moment. I feel like Raya has come through for them in so many ways that if they had any other goalkeeper, they would have paid severely
daily,
for it.
yeah, yeah,
So, and again, we look at a lot of all these saves. Like how I came on here and I was like, oh, was Lukman jazzed or anything like that based on how he was missing chances in front of Raya, and or even this weekend when people just keep missing. You at the end of the day, we want to follow the players, but we also need to give credit to like Raya because any other goalkeeper, like those goals would have gone in. Do you get what I'm saying? So again, to the Arsenal fans, I'm giving you guys your flowers. This is one of the few times I'll ever do that. I'll give Raya, he's the best goalkeeper in the league, in the world right
yeah,
now.
he
In the
is,
world
no
right now, in
doubt.
my opinion.
No, not in the world. Nah,
Bro, there's nobody
I
better
don't
than
give
him
him
in
the
the
world.
world right now. I'm so
I'll
sorry.
give him the world.
Who
But
give? Is it Garcia and Bassa?
no, that's Garcia Basake. That one okay. One on one, you don't Toulouse. I mean, Madrid goalkeeper. I'll still give him the best because guy, you do not bad Madrid has been this season.
So you want to tell me that? Nah, bro. Are you serious? Are you
But
joking?
anyway, with the that situation it is right. I, I don't want to hear any conversation about he played 172 games. This guy Ronaldo, De Lima played 6 games in the World Cup and he won World Floor of the Year. That's the game he played the whole year.
Again, but that's very. To be fair, right? It's very interesting because the same thing happened to Dembele this
Yeah.
season, where it's like
Mm-hmm.
only 9 stats or something like that, and he's one player of the season. It's like question mark, question mark. How is this determined? Right? How do we determine player of the season? Like, what is it based on? But
So, in my own opinion, I mean, I asked at the beginning. I think is nuanced. Is very contextual. Like you need context. You need this. It's not. You have to like look at all angles. In the league, there has not been any standard player, and the person that has been very consistent and very good has been Bruno. Like they were doing. I brought a graph here and I showed Obina, but he doesn't want to accept. They were doing all the stats about forward pass, um, assist, and he did which other one again? Chance creation and all those things. Everybody was like, okay, steady, 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 clustered at some point. Bruno was at the end alone, standing alone, and the same Arsenal fans that love stats. All of a sudden, they don't want stats anymore. They want number of games. You cannot mention one standout game that Rice played this season. You
but
cannot mention
I
one thing
don't
Rice does. Huh?
I don't agree with that one.
Okay, mention one now. Tell me now. Tell me one. Tell me one standout game. Tell me one standout game. That'll be
That
like, I'm a Rice ball. Right, we ball for this game.
bro, even what is it called? Even their game against West Ham, I thought he did decent. I thought he played well.
Okay. Can you hear what they're saying? Decent, played well. You see,
He
hear what they're
so like
saying? Decent,
no,
played well.
he played very well. Like he contributed immensely in the defense, immensely to the defense. Like you can't take that away.
Contributed. You're talking like a group project where you say person don't do anything. No, say he contributed this, he allowed us do this, he
Bro,
allowed
no,
us.
that was his job though. He played his part of bro. Again, this is my thing with like comparing players, and it's also one of the reasons why um I don't know, comparing players sometimes is a bit hard because sometimes they don't really play the same positions, and it's usually
Okay,
sometimes
I'm happy.
the other times it's
I'm,
game to game.
I'm happy you said that because I said that in the group. You're like, oh, you won't accept that. Beginning of this season,
I was not,
where did Bruno play?
but he suffered. He
He
was
suffered though. Wait, hold on, no. Bruno suffered, but from that position, he was still. We came on this podcast. You were there when I was arguing with Obina about this same Bruno versus Rice. I was telling him that even Bruno was playing beside the goalkeeper for us, and he
bro,
was still pulling strings for United.
bro,
He was still the
bro. You
most
can't,
important player on the pitch.
bro. That is fine, but we can't use United as a yardstick. Do you understand?
Why? Why can't United as a yardstick?
Because using United as a yardstick is like saying United is the best team in the league, which is not true.
No. Okay. And I've seen that a lot of those arguments, right? I've seen that like, the best player in the league has to no, the best team in the league has to be the best player. Remember when RVP won best player of the season? Was Arsenal the best team? It was City that won the league. If you remember, the next season, RVP was clearly the best player of the season. But guess what they gave? If you remember, they gave it to Bale.
Bro, wait.
No, was it
I
Bale or they gave it to Scott Parker?
don't. No, wait. See, let's not go too far, right? Let's talk
No,
about
no,
this.
no, 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 no. Because I know what like. See,
No,
we can
let's
trade
talk about
anywhere.
this, right? No, I hear that, right? Look, again, I'm coming
Wait, let
from
me
a very
confirm.
neutral
I don't
point.
want to be because hold on. So people will gonna be holding me that I'm passing the wrong information. I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
Now, what was my question? I was going to ask, like, in all of these, right? What do you think? Again, I'm just going to say this. In terms of the two players, I think Bruno is a better player going forward, and I think Rice is a better player defensively. It contributes different things to the team. Like, if I was to have a team, I would want both of them on the team, and they are playing different roles. Now, right again, here's the thing, and I said it on the group, right, where it was like, going forward, Rice has what it takes to match Bruno, but Bruno doesn't have what it takes to match Rice defensively. I'm
Match
not
what?
saying
Match
Rice. I'm
what?
not saying Rice is a better.
Match what? Match what? Like go and check the stats. They're not even close. What do you mean match what? So Christ can play as a 10 and he will create chances and create assists. He goal. The only place that they're even like maybe close and equal is corner kicks. Bryce has played almost 1,000 corner kicks and he has scored
Nothing.
maybe they've scored this assisted with
What
like two
about
or
free
three
kicks?
free kicks. He good. But say Bruno know they score free kick.
That's what I'm saying
Rice
now.
managed to score two free kicks.
That's
Rice
what I.
only scored two free kicks, so only two free kicks. How many free kicks have Bruno has scored?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not
Ah,
taking that away. I'm saying like Rice can go with him in those positions, but
he can't.
defensively,
They're not close. They're not.
I mean,
Corner kick
again,
way. Bruno has played only 70 corner kicks and he has scored. He has assisted more than someone that has played times two of his corner kicks.
who has more experience in these two players?
It's about experience now. Okay,
No,
I mean I
I'm
don't
asking a
know.
question. Like, bro,
Okay,
again, a lot of
you know who Rice should be compared with?
who.
Soboslai. Soboslai. They're on the same level. They do the same things. Just run around, play corner kicks, play free kicks.
so,
That
so you think Rice
they
is not
score
a
two
good
free kicks and
footballer?
they're very good at scoring free kicks.
So you think Rice is not a good footballer?
I did not say that, but it's
Is
not.
Rice is
It's
Rice
not
a
the
good
same.
footballer?
Huh?
Is Rice a good footballer?
He is now. How
If
would
you
I
were
say he's
to
not a
rate
good footballer?
Rice
He's a
over
professional
10,
footballer
what would
now.
it be?
Eh?
If you were to rate Rice over 10, what would it be?
Is a 6/10 player. Yeah,
If
I'm
you were
correct.
to
It was
rate
Bill that
Bruno,
won
what would
it.
it be?
I was correct. It was Bill that won it the next season after RVP won it.
If you were to rate Bruno, what would it be?
Bruno is 8/10. Okay, hold on. Let me ask you this question. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Just think about it.
I'm with you, bro.
In Portugal team, say they won't pick players. Oh,
Mm.
let's switch Bruno to be English and Rice to be Portuguese. Do you think Rice will start in that midfield? Think about it. Oh, will he start in that midfield? Just think.
Um,
But think about Bruno in England. Will Bruno start in that English midfield? England midfield.
yes, Bruno is going to start.
Will he
Bro,
start or yes or no?
Bruno is going to start. Like
Okay,
again,
but will I start in Portugal
she'll
midfield?
she'll she'll listen to this. She'll listen to this. Bruno is better than Rice, but I don't agree that Bruno dominates Rice in every single position or in every like. I don't agree with that.
Guy, if they put Bruno as goalkeeper, he go still dominate Rice as goalkeeper.
I'm sure I said my what I feel like Bruno is
when it
very
comes to
fine, but he
football
does
IQ,
not dominate
no, they're not
right.
mates.
I'm so sorry. Not
They're
defensively.
not mates. They're not
Oh,
mates. They're
well,
not
like,
mates.
nah. I mean,
They're not mates. Like with football IQ, they're not mates. Okay, by the way, you see this season that Gareth Bale won this PFA, right? Gareth Bale became on fire. Eh? Second half of the season. That's when he won this PFA. If you remember, I don't even remember. 2012, 2013. I remember vividly.
you
Gareth Bale
know
did not start the season well, but he finished the season really, really high
what I find
when he won
interesting
this.
is in football. I think the second half of the season matters more than the first half of the season. But then we
You know
need
why?
players to be good. But
You
like
know
we
why?
need why?
Okay. So let me explain it. You play football now, right? Um towards the end of the season is where there's a lot of pressure and fatigue. Because, guy, I don't know if you've ever been in an intense game before where the last 5 minutes, the opposing team, they are bombarding you. They will pass the ball to you like this. Your leg will be shaking. You'll be hiding that. Don't pass me, but don't pass me the ball. That is when the league is being won. People like Ronaldo, they become really, really like the best version of themselves from January to the end of the season. You see that beginning of the season, you just play. But from January, they become really, really, really serious and intense. And that's how competitions are being won. That's when competitions are being won. Someone like, remember, I don't even remember that season where City and Liverpool were going head to head. Liverpool were going like, they were really like ahead. And they met in that December. Immediately City beats them in that December. That was the end of the league. City did not lose any game till the end of the season. And that's how they won the league. Mind you, Liverpool had a better form before they got into that game. So the tail end of the season is where the men are separated from the boys. That is why.
Right now.
That is why. And people don't remember. They don't remember what you did beginning of the season. Like, who cares? August. For example, Amorim was manager of the month. As all of those months. But nobody cares. Do you get?
Yeah.
So, yeah, is what it is, man. I mean, honestly, I have that same opinion that why do they take second half seriously? Because that same season that Gareth Bale won it, I think there was another player that was on fire beginning of the season, and second half of the season it just went down. I can't remember. Was it Ozil? I can't remember exactly who it was. So, yeah, it's what it is, man. It's unfortunate. If you want to catch fire at the end of the season. And so think about it this way. It's even the same falling to that Vardy's documentary. Leicester City were almost relegating, and at the end of the end of the season, it caught fire and it dragged them up. People remember that than someone that was playing well at the beginning of the season. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, that's why. And Aqua Adams too is on fire now. He has carried Sevilla up from relegation. But that's why, man. That's why. See, I gave you history. You did not give me a rebuttal to that. Gareth Bale. I gave you history. RVP was the best player in the league, but Gareth Bale, RVP was the highest goal scorer.
Bro.
He won the league in the best team. What else do you want? But you give Gareth Bale.
Bro, look,
it's not new. Skopaka won it.
I'm not taking it away from, like, again, congrats to Bruno, right? But I'm just saying that you're the one that brought Rice up in this conversation, and I'm like,
yes, now because everybody wants Rice to win.
bro, I said if I was picking an Arsenal player, it would be Raya. And for me, Rice argument, yeah, like Bruno is a better player, but I don't think he dominates Rice in every aspect of the game. I feel like Rice dominates here and there, Bruno dominates
Yeah,
in other areas, and that's that. Again,
United that's causing this nonsense. United that's causing this nonsense.
Which one is
Rice
this United that's causing? What has United got to do with this?
Guy,
It's like saying, what am I going to use? I mean, bro, I don't know.
Opener came on this podcast and said, "Oh, Rice is even considered for Ballon d'Or." I was like, "Really? Hey, God, football has fallen. No, where they're considering Declan Rice for Ballon d'Or. Football has fallen far. Like you can't tell me Rice does one good thing. Like he's the best in the league. You can't tell me one thing. Like mention one thing because I remember I had one of my friends who had a discussion somewhere. It was like, "Oh, Rice is better in the league." I said, "Okay, that's fine. I'm not arguing against that. But please tell me one thing that you can say Rice does the best in the league."
I hate to say this, even as a Chelsea fan, like it bites me to say this, but I rather die to say this. I'm not saying anything. There's nothing he does good on his. I'm so sorry, I can't say this.
You say you prefer him to Enzo Fernandez, Abi?
God
Is that what you want to say?
I didn't say that. No, no
okay.
chance.
Okay.
Enzo is the more intelligent. Enzo is one of the most intelligent players in Premier League, but you guys don't see it because you guys are
Oh
equally
God.
not intelligent.
Okay, that's our cue. That's our cue to change topic. That's our cue to change topic. Because what do you mean by that?
Guys, please drop in the
I remember.
comments what you
I remember.
think. Who do you think is
Eh,
better? Like, talk to
oh no
you
no 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 no.
guys.
Who's what?
They should talk to you. Like, what? Like, who do they think is better, Rice or Bruno? Let's
Oh,
do it,
they don't pass now. I
bro.
mean, the result go show. It's definitely going to win PFA. And you know what United is doing? United are pushing the PR so well that everybody was talking about Bruno in a very good light. Like Rooney came to go and do interview with him. Casemiro did interview with Rio Ferdinand, and he was speaking glowingly about how football has changed. That people take stats seriously nowadays. And what's the stats? Passing backwards or sideways. I was like, yes, gunshot. He said, you know, I said, Bruno only pass the ball forward. Say Bruno gets the ball and he's like, let's go, pass the ball forward. I said, correct, let's do this. So, I mean, I think the most difficult award for Bruno would have been that Football Writers Award. But you see PFA, no, footballers, when you ask them who's the best player, they say Bruno. So they don't are going to vote. They don't going to vote. It's crazy. Someone told me that the most intelligent footballer in EPL is Cucurella. All because he was playing an inverted role. See, it takes intelligence to do that. That's why he's the most intelligent footballer in EPL.
Totally nuts. Yeah, well, I was seeing some news about what is it called? Some news about him being hesitant because he wanted to also be part of the transfer decision, and it looks like that's going to be handled by a completely different team. And that is the question I have: like, why is it that teams nowadays rather have their recruitment handled by an entirely different team than the coaching staff? Do you get what I'm saying? Like the manager is kind of like, I'm the one managing the team, I'm the one that knows my needs. So it's like, why wouldn't you include me in a decision making? Why would you just go make decisions for me and expect me to be okay with it? Like, I don't get why teams have started doing that. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's 100% the case for Carrick, but again, those could have been speculations. But yeah. But when you say it's easy, you make me look like I'm stupid, bro. Guys, I'm emotionally hurt. Now you raise valid points. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm listening. I said that's fair. Yeah, I'm listening to you. Yeah. 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 How? Yeah. Because that makes sense. Because there are a few players that Maresca was being forced to play just so they could maintain their market value, even though they didn't fit his style. So yeah, I feel that and I hear it. Yeah, it's a done deal now. Like we know like this is not it's just not a. So that is what we're going to see, and I think one thing the fans are looking forward to, or one of the ways the board can help fix the damage already done, or and win some fans back, is by um getting Xabi Alonso, making sure that deal happens as their manager. They keep talking about, reports keep coming out every day about like how they have positive talks and stuff like that, and it kind of reminds me of Osimhen and Olise, or where close, the players agreed, they will like him, blah 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 blah. At the end of the day, what do? You go and get Garnacho, you go and get Delap or whatever. I'm just kidding, guys, but it just reminds me of that situation where they romanticize over a certain player, and when the time comes for them to get the job done, they don't do it. But they've also had like PR. Chelsea are very good at this PR shit. They've pushed a lot of PR about how the board has also learned they've learned their lesson, and they are willing to go a different direction and give. Again, I feel like the only reason, and I think it kind of makes sense to an extent, because for them to be able to convince Alonso to come on board, I think they would have to give him or include him in their decision making, in the transfer window decision making. Um, so yeah, again, we're going to see what happens. The only way forward is to see if they are willing to take a step back and you know take a step back and like do things a bit different and go back to like what they should have been doing from day one, as opposed to trying to come and implement or force a new style in here. Yeah. So again, it's one of those things we'll see. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I think the Alonso's representatives and this guy Adoni Raula's representatives are the same people or the same company or whatever. So that was also tricky. But then someone was saying this whole Alonso and Iraola are two different people, right? Is giving yeah, they are two, because one depends on possession, one depends on physicality, right? It was almost giving Maresca and that Ipswich manager McKenna, right? Chelsea were trying to go for him, and it's like, oh, this person Maresca is more possession, hold the ball, control the game. The other guy was more of the physicality and the aggression, so not necessarily any style. And this Chelsea team, they don't have the legs, they don't have the body for that. So typically that's like, a mismatch from the jump. Do you get? And are you going to go into the market and buy 11 players? No. Do you get what I'm saying? You're going to go into the market and buy maybe, two, three players and call it a day. So, which is why I think Alonso would be a better fit than anything else. Um, and I'm happy that Liverpool, for now, I'm sticking with Slot because should Liverpool say they are not doing him, they want to get rid of Slot. Alonso is going there, no doubt in my mind. Like no doubt in my mind. Yeah, and you can see like irrespective of all the managers on board, did you see the reports coming out of the City camp that the job is there for Maresca when he's ready. So that kind of like there is no competition. Anyone that is thinking about it, just forget about it, bro. Go somewhere. But yeah, so it's like and I Mourinho to Madrid looks interesting as well. Um, so Benfica is going to be free, and Marco Silva is free as well. But I think he doesn't want to leave England. So yeah, I think he's out this season. After this season. I don't know, bro. Small and this guy too. I think Felipe Luis might go to. Um, I don't know, but what's the Chelsea sister club in France? Yeah, Strasbourg. Yeah, those guys. Strasbourg. I think who's that? Oh, Glasner. Yeah. uh, yeah. Right now, literally on Chelsea's shortlist is Marco Silva, Alonso, and Iraola. And the only person I want there is the man himself. Everyone else can. Again, it's one, like, and that's the thing that like stresses me out, right? It's Alonso did not succeed at Madrid because of the players, not because he had. I think he had a good record there, but because of their ego and whatever. Um, my thing with all these mid-table managers, I feel like some people, the way some players are supposed to remain mid-table players, respectfully, some managers are supposed to remain mid-table managers as well. So, and I say that because all this Iraola and Marco Silva, they should remain where they are, man. Yeah, but the old, I mean, here's the thing, right? If you give these people time and what they need, it would be different. And I also believe the caliber of players have, or um, rather, the quality of players over the years, to an extent, has reduced. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Yes, sir. Um, bro, seeing City beat Crystal Palace today with their second team. Well, not really second team, but second team, sure. It was very interesting. So only God knows what Pep has in store for you. And there is this thing that Pep does when he's about to beat you brutally. He'll just start praising you and talking and saying good things about you, like, and he only ends one way. That being said, as a Chelsea fan, I'm going to back my team to, you know, um, win the league. Oh, sorry, yeah, win the not win the league, win the FA Cup. Um, yeah, I'm going to back them to win the FA Cup. For whatever reason, they have a way of um in their bad seasons, they have a way of doing well in winning something. So I'm hoping this is one of the seasons where they do win something. But yeah, we'll see. Talk. I only want to say amen to one. I don't want them to lose out on the league. Bro, do you really think that was a foul? But that's what Arsenal has been doing all season. So why is there no consistent? Bro, that thing pissed me off, man. I hate bro. I was so pissed off, man. Like, that vengeance gonna be real, man. Hey, man, you should come. Not congrats. Sorry, but I'm writing this season off. This season never happened in my books. There's nothing. I'm not congratulating them on anything. This see, like, if they won this, if they win the, as if they won this league. Why am I saying one like they won it already? I'm waiting to the last day because I don't have faith in them, and I don't like that's just that. If they end up winning the league, it's going to be one of the most unjust, one of the dirtiest wins in the history of the Premier League, if not the dirtiest. So, bro, when your club is going through crisis, you can't really do anything. Can you imagine? That's the problem. They were taking advantage of us in our downtimes. Just imagine that. Bro, please let me. Bro, please let me hear some word. I beg. Um, you were not talking like this when there was Amorim there. So please give me some grace too. And now, if not for more, if not because they sacked Maresca, would have beat them. That beat them. That beat them. Like, yes, no, yes, no. I think so. I don't remember. I think so. Bro, stats don't mean anything, bro. Bro, stats don't mean anything, bro. Bro, what's the next topic? Stats don't mean anything, bro. Bro, you did ask me on the first time in how many years I will not hear words. You didn't beat them last season, bro. Okay, so like all their beats, what has it done for them? Have they used this to carry anything? They're about to use this car, and they should carry it now. They should come back and thank me for letting them win. I beg, beg. Fuck that. Mm. 2005. Yeah. You mentioned. It's giving sunset. It's giving sunset. Yeah. I did for that. It's he has tried. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So, no, I don't have any congratulations to give us now. But congratulations to Chelsea for winning the FA Cup, irrespective of the terrible season they've had. Shout out to the best club in the world. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what we're used to. You know, a winning culture. We're used to winning. We don't need to keep a manager for 8 years before we win something. We know how to win. We have the mentality. Actually, actually, it's a Reddit. I don't really feel. Well, it's interesting, but like, yeah, I know, and this as well. Yeah, I'm not. I haven't been feeling the World Cup, but it's so strange that the people that are excited about, because I go out a lot and I talk to people, and the people that are excited about the World Cup are people that don't know anything about football. What they know about is soccer. So they're the ones that are excited and they're like, "Oh my god!" Hey. I'm just like, "Bro, get out of my face, man." It's like, no. Right? Sometimes you're like, "Oh, do you play soccer?" I'm not like, "Bro, yeah, what's up?" And then you're like, "Oh my god, the World Cup." I'm like, "Bro, I don't give a fuck about that shit, though." I don't give a fuck about that. But yeah, they've been excited about it. I don't know if I'm going to see any of the games. I don't think I would. I think Argentina is going to be based here, so it'll be interesting. Maybe see trying to see. Yeah, because by the time you pay for those tickets, your hotel money is done. I don't know about that. Thank you, Chelsea. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yes, sir. Bye, guys.